Hey, hello, what's up guys? Yes, it's me again. I came back to my YouTube video, and today I want to talk about something in English, again. So yeah, again, I am, kind of try to say something in front of my camera in English, again. Well, anyway, thanks again to, watch my YouTube video today. And then, yes, I want to talk about a little bit about my wife today, and then because something happened yesterday, so I just wanted to talk about it in English and make a video. Well, anyway, I've known her for I've known my wife for like maybe 35 years now, and yes, it's been a long time. And then she had been teaching English to a small kids. English conversation to small kids for like more than 30 years. But this year, she stopped, quit teaching, just quit the teaching job. And then now she work for a company and doing that a very, ordinary job, not using, her English skills anymore. Excuse me. And then, me, I just start, working using English again this year. So she quit using English this year on her job, and I started using English again on my job. So it's kind of, well, that's the situation. Well, anyway, every time, as I said, we are together. We've been together like 35 years, and then she speaks really good English. I know that because she teaches English, and then I, long time ago when I was listening to English, and her English is perfect. The pronunciation is really good, and then a lot of times that you might think that she sounds like a native speaker. Her pronunciation of English language is that good, and then I knew it. But there's something, for those maybe like 30 years, I've never ever listened to her speaking in English, and there's a reason, why it happened, We first met a long time ago. We were young, and we both try to learn English, right? And after we met, like 1 year or so, 1 year after we met, and then because as I said, we are learning English, both of us. So we had decided to talk in English. When we talk, we decided to talk in English all the time, so that we could improve English, each other in English. And then that was our decision. That was a decision I made a long time ago. But soon, when we are talking in English, my wife, back then, she was my girlfriend. But one time she said something a little bit funny, and then I just couldn't help it, and I just laughed at her mistake. And since then, she never ever talked to me in English again. Even though I'm talking to her in English, all the reply was in Japanese. And she was so mad at it, and also at the same time that I guess that she felt very embarrassed talking to me in English, because after all, we are, Japanese, right? And then I, to her, I think that she thought that maybe, it's very funny, we, feel very funny that we talk each other in English. We are both Japanese, and also that because of the incident, because that I laughed at her, one time. So she was, I think it's me at the same time, maybe she was a little bit mad at me. So excuse me again. So because of that, I've never heard, actually, most like 30 years or so, I never hear her, speaking English. and then that was a little bit sad because every time I tried to talk to her in English, all the reply was in Japanese. So I was kind of miss her English for a long time. But well, anyway, this happened yesterday. Yesterday it was my day off, and then it was also my wife was taking day off yesterday. So we both together went to the place. We went to the place to get some food, and this place is run by a Canadian guy, and then I know him for a while, and then because she is Canadian, and then we started talking in English, right? And because my wife was with me, so she started talking in English, and then after a long time, I was able to listen to my wife speaking English, and her English was so great, and her pronunciation of the English language, that was perfect. And then I was so I was almost like touched, and then I was so glad that I finally after this long years, I was able to listen to my wife speaking in English, and then I was so touched, I was so moved, and then I just wanted to talk about this in my video. Maybe this is not I think that maybe that this kind of story is kind of a little bit boring, or this kind of story does not interest my viewers, but still I wanted to talk about it because I was so excited, I was so touched, I was so moved, and then I just wanna I was kind of trying to shoot a video and then post it to my YouTube channel so that I could keep like as a record, as a memory, with my wife, So yes, that's it, yeah, and that's what I want to talk about today. Yeah, and then yes, and that's good, yeah. I feel very happy about it. Okay, thank you very much for watching my YouTube video again, and then I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.